In 2001, Frank Cabot produced a book called The Greater Perfection, on the history and development of an 80-year-old family garden in Charlevoix County, Quebec. As authors are wont to do, when they need to flog their books, Frank Cabot has spent much of the last decade giving an illustrated talk throughout North America, as well as in the UK, entitled The Maturation of the Gardens at Les Quatre. This is that talk.
For those of you who haven't yet done so, I highly recommend the effort that goes into writing a book, if only for the unintended consequences that ensue. In my case, I have learned that the term for the glossy genre, replete with voluptuous horticultural double spreads that my book falls into, is coming to be known as garden porn. Furthermore, I've noted that glamorous females who spurned me in our respective youth have now become quite friendly and cozy. The only sad thing is that they appear to have aged considerably in the interim. I'd like to start with some quotations about gardens. Basil Guy, a biographer of the Prince de Ligne, has said that a garden has to do more than just offer the spectator a beautiful picture. It has to frame that picture, move the soul of the man of freedom, and become a stage. William James compared gardens to Gesamtkunstwerke, analogous to Wagner's music dramas, and John Dixon Hunt believes that the complex and central human activity that is gardening is arguably a matrix of man's and woman's ambitions, instincts, and desires, and that a successful garden is invested with values that transcend its size, its destiny, and its temporal beauty. Horace Walpole, in a more down-to-earth vein, wrote that the business of a gardener is to show all the advantages of the place with which he is involved, to supply its defects, to correct its faults, and to improve its beauties. And Larry Esmond White, who gardens near Ottawa, may have hit the nail on the head when he observed that a garden is the reflection of one's soul. I thought it might be interesting, rather than just taking a tour of the garden, to review in depth the development of 5 of the 32 elements that comprise Les Quatre, and to show the evolutionary changes as each has grown to maturity. For the most part, they represent the filling of space with plants and sometimes buildings. I suppose it's obvious that that's what gardening is about, but to me, achieving aesthetically satisfying spaces has become the most intriguing aspect of the game, more so really than plants and flowers as such. Textures and architectural forms, vistas, and a harmonious relationship between the contrived landscape and the natural landscape surrounding it, now uppermost in my horticultural enthusiasms. The trouble is that one does have to wait very, very patiently for the end result. Thank you.
Les Quatre DVDs cost $21.95 US a piece. They are available in both a French, 46 minutes long, and an English version at 43 minutes. DVDs can be ordered online at gardenconservancy.org, by telephone at 845-265-2029, or by email to info@gardenconservancy.org.